Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so I am making this video today, first of all, to show you how much my garden has grown because it is absolutely insane and I'm having such a hoot watching everything grow and stuff. Second of all, I'm really out here to tend to my pepper plants, my hot pepper plants in particular. So some of them are super healthy and some of them really are not. Some of them have like a lot of holes in the leaves and I'm not sure what's causing it. So today I'm going to put you guys on a lower tripod so you can come along while I kind of tidy up my hot peppers. So that's all I'll be doing. I'll show you some of the other ones in the garden. I'm only working down here today. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for being here and let's go. Now if you guys know any, oh hang on, if you guys know, what did I just do? Did I turn it around? Wait. No, it's over here. Uh-oh. Okay, what was I saying? If you guys know any tips and tricks when it comes to harvesting and growing peppers, oh my goodness, please share it down below. My phone almost shut off on me just now. Oh, I do have you guys turned around. Wait. Wait, those are tomatoes. Hang on. I apologize. Again, my camera crew, man. All right, there we go. Those are those are the peppers. Okay. Now, this one isn't so bad. It's got a couple leaves that look like they need to be picked off. There's one yellow one. They are still putting out flowers and there's lots of fruit. I don't know if you guys can see that all this fruit. So now I just harvested this the other day in my video, my harvesting video. I guess I missed a big one there. But I have a lot of new peppers already coming. Now, I'm not sure what these holes are trying to tell me, or if you guys know of what it is that likes to eat the leaves on the hot pepper plants, please enlighten me in the comment section below. I don't really do a lot of tending to my hot peppers, to be honest with you. I kind of plant them and wait for them to produce. I don't really come in and remove leaves. You can tell because these are from like when I planted it, right? These are old leaves. I should really take better care of my peppers than what I do. Because I think that had I removed, not that I'm complaining about my harvest, but had I removed these damaged leaves, perhaps the pepper plant itself would be able to focus on the fruit instead of trying to keep these other leaves alive. So we'll see what this does after I harvest it. I think what it should do, or what my intention with this is, it should make all the fruit all of a sudden develop, right? Because it's focusing on that now, right? And because I just harvested it, a couple days ago, it's even better. Where am I pinching? Trying to see what I'm pinching. Okay. Well, I think some of these older leaves can just go. Look at, there's a lot of new growth. I hope you guys can see this. There's a lot of new growth coming everywhere I pruned it back because I didn't want this one to get too tall. It's going to get tall, but it's just going to be wider and tall on the outside. So now this one, I see damage on one of my peppers right here. You see that? So I'm thinking that's slugs. And it's probably those little tiny white slugs. Hope you guys can see that damage on there. So these leaves, again, I did not prune them at all since I stuck them in the ground. The peppers for me in my climate is something that is just there, and I kind of come back to towards the end of the summer because then it's had enough time to start producing fruit, right? Like I don't really give them a lot of love and attention. So I'm sure if I did, they would probably be even more abundant. But right now, it's enough just to kind of keep up with what I have. And it's also having the time to preserve it, right? I find that I'm dehydrating a lot of my peppers this year, which is fine. I mean, I can make powders and all sorts of stuff. Add it to seasoning blends, you know. There's so much you can do. It's always good for tea, right? That capsaicin in hot peppers is really good for our circulation, cleaning our blood, all sorts of wonderful things. Helps with inflammation. It's just a good thing. It's a win. It's a win when we use the things out of our garden, and especially in creative new ways. Not new ways. They're actually learning the old ways when you start to go back to the benefits of what the plants have for us. So I think, again, once I pinch off these larger leaves, the sun will be able to get into here. And see those? All those peppers coming? Like, again, I really did just harvest this. I don't know, man, like 2-3 days ago. So, yeah, so what I do is I harvest them. Then now I'll come in, I'll pick off the old leaves. And I will give them fertilizer, but I won't give it to them until tonight. I'm not watering at all today. And then tonight I'll come out here. And by tonight, I mean like around 6 or 7 o'clock. I'll come out here and I'll... Oops, there's a spider. See him? Off you go. I'll fertilize them all with my liquid fertilizer. Now, I do have my original fertilizer still going from the beginning of the year that I make. And I just keep kind of adding to it, you know, the odd banana peel or eggshell or, you know, whatever we want to throw in there, really. Some nice dandelion leaves. It really gives your garden everything, especially with the dandelion, because they have a really long tap root. And what it does is it brings all the minerals from deep, deep in the earth up right to the surface. That's why I let them grow in my garden, because they're just improving the soil. They're just bringing more up. Okay, so I think I kind of took a lot off of this one, but we'll see what happens. I mean, can only grow new leaves, right? And I would feel better if I was a plant and I was all stuffed up. That spider doesn't want to leave. If I was all stuffed up with leaves with holes in them and stuff, I wouldn't be happy. I'd be like, come on. Someone hook me up with some pruning. Yeah, so I, again, don't want to take too much. And I'm concerned about this corn shadowing my peppers, but it really looks okay. Like, they look happy. I'll show you the one that fell over. This is the one that fell over. It was laying down when I came out. Okay, so we've done these two. I'm going to do this side of this plant. Okay. See what I mean? They got holes. I don't know what that is. Some of them are like eaten. I'm thinking it's those little tiny baby slugs. I don't know if they're babies or if they're a kind of slug, but they're little white ones, like so tiny. They're hard to grab. Well, I think that looks better. I think they both look much better. Oh, I missed this one. See? These are old leaves that I should have taken off a long time ago. Shame on me. Okay, this one. Again, it's got some really nice fruit coming too. But again, I've got these holes in these leaves. And that can't be happy. Like, that can't be a good thing. Because the plant is going to automatically want to repair itself. This cage I have in here isn't really working. Okay, it's kind of, oh, I just knocked a flower off, whatever. Okay, these branches or leaves, I gotta take them off to let whatever's eating them know that I'm watching now. And I'll come out tonight. It'll be easier to see, you know, whether it's like slugs or aphids. Without these leaves here, I'll be able to see them. Because with the leaves, I can't see them even with the flashlight at night. I do come out here like a crazy gardener. When I can't sleep, I grab a flashlight and I run out to the garden. Relocate all the slugs out to the field. Because otherwise they just eat them all night. I was like, no. Yeah, so I don't know how tall my sunflowers are going to get. Because remember, the first batch, the birds ate. The second batch, I left them in the pots too long. And they were really lanky. No, these ones came up out of nowhere, actually. The ones I planted that came up long and lanky, I planted some in the lower gardens and the slugs ate them. And I planted some up by the greenhouse. And they're just still long and lanky. They don't look super happy either. Well, this looks a little bit better, right? So yeah, I know that one of the wonderful ladies that I follow on YouTube, Off-Grid Grandma, she has the most beautiful peppers, like the area that she's created for them and how she has it, just, it's so beautiful. I admire it every time it's in one of her videos. I'm hoping that, like, I've seen a lot of her videos on how she cares for her peppers. But for me, like I said, I just kind of ignore them until now when I come out. And I don't think I've ever had this much damage at this time of year. So look at all the fruit. Oh, there's a bee on me. Hi. Yeah, okay, so trying to reach around. I really hope I'm showing you guys what you need to see. So I think that looks better. There's still a couple leaves, or like this one, and there's a big one right there. That's old, see? That one's old. And that one's old. These are all old leaves. Yeah, I hope I'm doing the right thing. I know that the plant needs the leaves to get the sunshine, whatever the heck it is. But if the leaves are damaged, I think it's not healthy for the plant because it doesn't know what to focus. I want it to focus on fruit, not keeping spotty leaves alive, right? At least that's my thinking. Oh, there goes my corn. So much for my repair. Okay. Sorry for screaming, guys. We're going to hope that stays. And this one looks beautiful. The amount that I'm getting off this is insane of jalapenos. I don't really see, I see some old leaves that I could pinch off, but I don't see any damage on this one. Look at all the fruit coming. Yay, 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 yay. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with some new recipes just for jalapenos other than the jalapeno poppers, because I got a lot this year. I haven't gotten this much produce off any of my plants like this. Oh, look, there's the tag for this one, because I was wondering what it was. This is an orange blaze capsicum. So it's a orange hot pepper, and look at the size it's getting. So they're pretty big peppers. I'm excited. maybe I'll do some sort of a dinner, and I'll use all different peppers to make stuffed peppers, and you won't know if you get a spicy one unless you get it. Because if it looks like a regular pepper, but it's hot, that's fun. You could do something fun with that. But they look a little longer, like they're growing longer. They almost look like habanero at this stage, but then they get big. So we'll see what happens there. Again, I think that this is a beneficial way to care for our peppers. Ease the burden they have on them. And I think that goes with any plant, right? Anything. I mean, if it has disease, oh, I shouldn't have said that, because look right at the very top. There's chewing. But I don't see much else on this one. I'm going to have to put a support on this plant because it's getting pretty top heavy, the amount of produce coming on it. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly show you some of my other peppers. These are the ones that I just planted. No, this is my, I think it's the mini bell peppers. Yes, and I harvested off it, so I'm going to pluck that one off later. It doesn't look great. It's kind of splotchy and spotty looking, but we'll see. There's my beautiful purple flower of my eggplant, so I think it's happy. There's the cucumber I planted. I just got this here right now. I'm just still looking for that perfect thing to put there. I'm thinking about putting this there. I think it'll look cute, but I don't know. There's the tomato that I just planted. And my basil, look, it's doing very good. It's very happy. There's that borage I was telling you about. It's just coming back like gangbuster. So everything took there. I got more zucchini to harvest. So those corns that I thought were tall are now short compared to these corns and my sunflowers. They're seriously just blowing my mind. I will have to put supports because I'm looking at, like, look at the cobs that are coming in. They're going to be massive. And that one's got the grass at the top. So I gotta build a structure around these puppies to get all the corn that's possible, right? And hopefully these ones catch up. I don't know. Like I said, I planted them all differently. I don't know why those ones are so different. I'm getting a ton more acorn squash. This is my pineapple sage now that I harvested it. I hope you guys have seen that video by now. It's going to make a lovely tea for over the winter, the flavor and everything. And we're going to hope that we get some flowering so you guys can see how beautiful these flowers are. They're amazing. What else? This tomato branch is kinked here, but it's not a solid kink. It's rounded. You guys see that? So I'm going to leave that like that, even though there's fruit coming on it. I might support the branch somehow. This is the one, again, that fell over. It's still producing fruit. I've been picking off of it. I was thinking about ripping it out, and I think I'm going to leave it. It's a keeper. It's a hardy plant. Waiting for room on the dehydrator for my kale so I can powder it up and put it in my mixed greens. My lavender's doing good. My St. John's wort over there in the pot is blooming. My bee bomb's doing great. I think I'm getting some pumpkins, you guys, on top of more zucchini and more acorn squash. I do have to trim back these branches again because they're going all over my peppers. This is the marigold that I just planted in my last video. So we'll see if it takes off. It looks pretty scrawny. I did harvest a lot of the peppers off this, and it's just coming again like nuts. This is the mini bell peppers. So I did harvest, I think, 4. And there's probably another 4 more coming. So that's cool. Again, don't know what this is. Yeah, that's that mystery plant. I should probably pick the leaves off that one because it's got spotting. Oh, so does this one. But nothing on this. Oh, a little bit on this. Okay. So I have to clean these all up. Now this plant, this pepper, okay, it's doing great. It looks funny. It's even got ones coming off the lower branch there. And this is the one that one of the ones I believe I started from seeds. So it's funny looking. I put it in the ground too soon and it messed it up, but it looks like it's got a comeback. This one just looks like an over-decorated Christmas tree. You can't even tell. It's so tiny. Can you guys see how tiny this little pepper plant is? And then look how much fruit. I did just harvest it all, and it's just back. Now here's my pumpkin. So I want it to go this way. And here's my Mad Hatter pepper. This is the one the pumpkin keeps, or the acorn squash keeps grabbing hold of. So lots and lots of beautiful Mad Hatter peppers coming. Now these are a really nice hot pepper. I need a stick. Yeah, and the acorn squash is doing great. I'm really happy to see some flowers on my pumpkin, my first time growing them. And yes, there's a little bit of forget-me-not growing everywhere on this property. So everything is coming along nicely. And I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me while I tidy up my peppers. I do still have more to do, but I'm going to cut this video here. I appreciate your time and support, and have a wonderfully blessed day. Bye-bye.